Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to break down one of the most fundamental commands in the entire Docker universe. It's a line you've probably typed a million times, but do you really know what's happening under the hood? That's what we're going to dig into.
And there it is, just 3 simple words. Docker pull Nginx. So simple, right? But this one little command, it's basically your gateway to accessing and running almost any application you can imagine. Let's peel back the curtain. So what is the magic here? I mean, seriously, what happens in that split second after you hit enter? Because it's so much more than just downloading a file. It's like you're summoning a complete ready-to-go environment right onto your machine, instantly.
So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to tackle it in 2 parts. First, we're going to get our hands dirty with the technical nuts and bolts, what each piece actually means. But then, to make sure this stuff really sticks in your brain, we're going to use a killer analogy from the world of Demon Slayer. Trust me, you won't forget it.
All right, first things first, let's get technical and break down the key players here.
Okay, let's start at the very top. What even is Docker? I want you to think of Docker as a master packer. Its whole job is to take an application, and I mean everything, not just the code, but all the libraries, all the dependencies, everything it needs to run, and it seals it all up tight into this neat little self-contained box called a container. Why? So it runs the exact same way every single time, no matter where you open that box.
Okay, so these boxes, these container images, they have to live somewhere, right? Well, they're all stored in this gigantic remote library, which is usually Docker Hub, and that's where our command comes in. Docker pull is literally the instruction you're giving to reach into that library, find the exact box you need, and just yank a perfect copy of it right down to your own computer.
So the moment you hit enter, Docker just snaps into action and follows these 4 steps, all on its own. First, boom, it connects to Docker Hub. Second, it searches for that Nginx image you asked for. Third, it finds it and grabs the latest version by default. And finally, bam, that whole package is stored right there on your system, just waiting for your next move. And what about that Nginx thing we're pulling? What even is that? Well, it's not just some software. It's a whole, complete, pre-built web server environment. Think about that. Someone else already did all the hard work of setting it up. You're not building a web server from scratch. You're just downloading one that's already perfectly made.
Okay, this next part is maybe the most important thing to get right. It's the one thing that trips everyone up at first, the difference between pull and run.
Let's make this super clear. Docker pull only downloads the app. That's it. The best way to think about it is like this. You go to the App Store on your phone and you download an app. It's on your phone now, right? But is it running? Nope, it's just sitting there. Docker run, that is when you tap the icon to actually open it up and start using it. So remember, pull is getting it, run is using it.
All right, technical deep dive, check, you got it. Now let's have some real fun and make this whole concept stick forever by jumping into the amazing world of Demon Slayer.
Okay, to make this analogy work, we need to set the scene with our 3 main players from the anime. First, you've got Muzan Kibutsuji, the big bad demon king. Then there's his insane domain, the Infinity Castle, that place that just defies all logic. And finally, we've got Nikime, the demon who controls the whole castle with the strum of her biwa.
So, how on earth does this connect to Docker? Let's map it out.
Okay, check this out. Here's how it all lines up. Docker Hub, that's the entire daemon world, this vast place where all the powerful things are stored. The Nginx image we pulled, that is the Infinity Castle. It's this incredibly complex, already built structure. Your computer, that's you. You're the Demon Slayer, ready for action. And the command, Docker pull Nginx, that is the sound of Nakame playing her biwa. And in an instant, she pulls that entire castle from the demon world right into your reality. And Docker run, well, that's when the shoji doors slide open and the battle actually begins.
This next thought really gets to the heart of what Docker pull is. See, as a developer using Docker, you're not spending hours and hours painstakingly building this crazy, complex Nginx web server from nothing. No, you're summoning a perfect finished version that already exists somewhere else. It's not an act of construction, it's an act of transportation.
And let's really hammer this point home one last time with our analogy. Think about it. Just because Nakame has pulled a Demon Slayer into the Infinity Castle, does that mean the fight has started? No way. They're just standing there, inside the arena. Pulling the image gets the environment onto your computer, but it's not doing anything yet. It's just there.
Okay, let's bring it all home. We've gone from a simple command line all the way to a battle inside an infinite fortress. Let's recap the main takeaway. So here it is, one last time, crystal clear.
Docker pull Nginx does one thing. It goes to Docker Hub, grabs that pre-built Nginx image, and downloads it to your machine, period. The most important part? It does not, I repeat, does not run the container. It just sets the stage for the real action.
And that leaves us with one final thought. With a simple command like docker pull, you now have the power of Nakami. You can summon any castle, any development environment you can possibly imagine instantly into your reality. So the only question left for you is, what are you going to build inside?